She was telling us. Ideally, this has to do with the framework in which we operate when we are trying to produce ICT statistics. And you know the framework does not differ so much from the actual framework in which all official statisticians do operate. So what we go about with this, if we want to produce good ICT statistics, there are three major stages that we go through. The first is to do a diagnosis and then try to design a framework in which we are going to operate. The second is to implement what we've designed, and then the third is to evaluate. But along the way for each stage that we are going through, we have phases of statistical work and the main statistical issues that we consider for that particular phase. So when we are doing the diagnosis of the system, of course it's always very important that you consult the users of the statistics you're going to produce.
So
otherwise,
can
the
I-
statistics...
Can I have a doubt, sir?
Yes, please.
How can you consult the users before carrying out the questionnaire and having some data?
Well, definitely you can hold consultative meetings. You can have telephone interviews with them. You can write a mail to them to tell you how far they have gone with what you want to do. So, you know, the consultative process is quite long and it also has so many stages. Sometimes it may even stall. For instance, you want to produce statistics for sub-Saharan Africa, and each country has its own needs. So you have to take a long time to align these needs to what you want to do. Now, if you've done that consultation, then definitely you start selecting the indicators that will fit the needs of those particular countries for which you want to produce the statistics, and then you embark on the data collection process. But as I said, again, for each of these phases, there are main statistical issues to consider. For instance, in the consultation process, you're going to check if there are any available sources of data for the statistics you want to produce. You're going to check if at all they have been producing any statistics before, and so on and so forth. Of course, it's also very important that we always align the concepts that we are going to use in the ICT statistics with the other concepts that are being used in other official statistics. You know that a majority of countries now have their own compendium of statistical concepts and definitions. So if you're going to come up with something new that is not in their line of operation, then definitely you have to have a concrete definition that is also internationally acceptable. The definition of indicators, of course, this is quite trivial. Yeah, any indicator you come up with, you must define it so that it makes sense to the other people. A bigger process is the preparation of the data collection instruments. It's a bigger process, much as in most cases we try to align these to other internationally agreed upon questionnaires or even questions. But for particular specific needs for individual countries, we may have to make some changes in that. So that has to do with the diagnosis and setting up the whole statistical framework. If that has been done rightly, then we go to the implementation. And what is in the implementation? Our ultimate goal is to produce statistics. That's the ultimate goal of the whole process. Okay, and we need to check, are these statistics relevant? Are they accurate? Are they going to make sense? Are the indicators well defined? Okay. Otherwise, if you produce your statistics and these indicators are not good enough or the statistics are not relevant, then definitely things are not going to work out.